Good morning and welcome to Stretch Saturday. Okay, good morning, welcome to Stretch Saturday. Hello, Alka again. We were just talking a moment ago about the fact we missed the northern lights because we were actually getting that rest and relaxation that our body needs. So, we can't have everything in life, unfortunately. So we'll have to definitely see the northern lights another day. Right, so this morning we're just going to do some stretching exercises. So we're going to start off by just warm up all those joints. So gently, moving our arms. Just start getting the idea. We're going to start getting some movement in there. All the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. Just cross your arms when you get there. If you want to rock from side to side, stepping one foot to the other, you can do. If you want to stand, you can do. This is nice and easy. Nothing is strenuous this morning. Okay. So from this movement, we're now going to move forwards. We're going to bring our arms forwards in some big windmill motions. Nice, great big circles that we're drawing with our fingertips all the way forwards and as far back as we can. That's it. Really nice big circles. Now I'm going to change that to make them go backwards. So those great big circles, but this time drawing them going backwards. If you feel those little clicks, those little pops, etc., as David would say, they sound like Rice Krispies. That's quite normal, don't worry. Just all of that kind of fluid and all that kind of things moving around. Obviously, we're looking for items here that are causing us pain as well. So anything that's causing us pain, we stop. If that's just a niggle, let's just work through it. Okay. And from there, we're going to bring our arms out to our sides. Spread our legs slightly. Put one palm forwards. The palm that's forwards, push to that side of the body as far as you can. Really stretch out. Now turn that palm down, the other palm up, and stretch the other direction. As far as we can. Reverse it. Palms the other way. Push out. On our way down. It's like you're back in a 90s disco. That's it. All the way across. Really squeeze it. Nicely moving. Okay, back to center. Now we're going to move from our elbows. So easy way to do it is stick your thumbs up. Whoops. Oh, hello. And nice, great big circles with your arms at the elbows. So if you're not sure what's going on, if you watch what's happening with your thumbs, they'll go all the way up, then spin around and come all the way back down again. So you keep your shoulders and your arms up straight. So the only thing that's moving is your forearms at the elbows.
My brain.
It's okay. It pickles everyone's brain to start with. And we'll go the opposite direction. You might find this one easier. Yeah. So again, keep your upper arms straight. That's it. Nicely done. That's it. Big circles. Okay. You might find that your shoulders are feeling a little bit stiff now. So just going to shrug your shoulders. Bring your shoulders to your ears as far as you can. So all the way up, all the way down. Okay. Nice, big movements. That actually feels really nice. Okay. Now we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So rolling our shoulders forwards, we should feel our back stretch out across our shoulders and opening up our shoulder blades across our rhomboids, and then doing the opposite way. So we're going to open up our chest and squeeze our back. So nice big shoulder rolls, those great big movements. Really feel things opening up and feel things squeezing. Again, at any point you feel your body, feel what it's telling you. Sometimes it'll tell you some things are moving nicely. Sometimes it'll tell you where you've got an achy spot. It's all good. Okay, right, from there, I'm going to bring our hands together and we're just going to do some rotations. So rotate to the left. As far as we can. If you look around to the left as well, see how far behind you can see. and rotate to the right. Same again. See how far around you can see. Rotate to the left. And then rotate to the right. Bring it back to centre. Going to move further down, we're going to move into our hips now. So just going to rock our hips from side to side. Really pushing our hips out. Good morning, Mark. We're still in the warm-up part. That's it, nicely tilt them from side to side. It's also known as a hip flick. So if you're a canoeist, this is one of the best moves you've got for bringing yourself back upright when you're upside down. Not always the best place to be is upside down. You seem to have a lack of oxygen. People need oxygen. Okay, from there we're going to go into some pelvic tilts. So same movement from the pelvis, we're going to push our pelvis forwards as far as we can. Feel that stretch all the way down the front of our quads, all the way to the front of our body. And then we're going to push our backside backwards. So we start to feel that stretch down the back of our hamstrings. Okay, reverse again, forwards. And backwards. This is going to be great for you this morning doing your 10K, Mark. Forwards again. And backwards. Okay. We're going to do some pelvis rotations. So getting our pelvis moving in a big kind of circle. I want you to imagine you're in a box. I want you to think that the only way you can make this box any bigger is by moving it with your hips. So make it the biggest possible box you can have. So all the way around, all the way back. And switch direction. All the way around, all the way back. And don't forget the sides. Keep that sides nice and big. From there, move our feet together and move down to our knees. You can pop your hands on your knees, it sometimes helps. Bend your knees as well. And we're going to do some knee rotations in really big circles. If you're like me this morning, you've got more snap, cackle and pop going on in the knees. Great sign that you're getting a bit older. Maybe we should call those experience noises, I don't know. And the opposite direction, nice big circles. Okay, standing upright. For this, if you need something to hold on to for a bit of balance, going to go on one leg, do so. If you don't, then take the opportunity of taking a little bit of balance in it. We're going to raise a leg, we're going to do some ankle rotations. So I just want you to rotate it in one direction, on one foot. Nicely done. All the way around, as big a circles as you can. Right, opposite direction. Getting great big circles. That's the one. You should feel this in your ankles and also probably in your calves as well. Switch feet and big rotation in the other foot. It's perfectly natural. Just find that you might be having better balance on one foot than the other. That's why it's always good to do bilateral movements rather than just unilateral. Get both sides working. And then on the opposite direction as well. Yeah, we always tend to favour one side. That's why some people right-handed, some people left-handed. Okay. So we'll kick those out. We're going to move ourselves up a bit more into our hands. So we're going to have a crazy day in the office. So keep your hands out straight. We're just going to move at the wrists. That's it. Get those emails out, write that report, finish that presentation that you need to do, whatever it is. Faster, keep going. That's it. More work done. Okay, we're gonna be showing off now. We're gonna do the backs of our hands now. So palms facing up. That's it. You're typing with your knuckles. Crumbs. Everyone's impressed. Okay, and then turn back over again. Gemma loves it when we do this one. So Gemma, if you're watching this, this is for you. Okay, and palms up again. That's it now. Moving back together. Right, now bring our elbows together. We're going to interlock our fingers. I'm going to do some wrist curls. So I want us to bring our wrist in nice big circles, curling them together. Apparently this is a great move if you're a boxer. Not that we're boxers here. As a wise man once says, we're lovers rather than fighters. But let's make them go faster and faster and faster. That's it. See if we can get them to go as fast as you can. These great big curls going round. Okay, slow it down. Right, now head pickling time. Go in the opposite direction. Yeah. So this might take a little bit more thought to actually get it to go in the opposite direction. Okay, so you can get it to go a little bit faster. And a little bit faster. Again, this is all to do with the fact that you have a dominant side and a recessive side. But we exercise both. So see if you can get as fast as you can. So okay, it's not as quick, it's perfectly not. Okay, slow it down. And we'll just flick the fingers out. So. Right, now we're going to move up to our head. Now we're nice and warmed up. We're going to move our axis and atlas joints. So head up to the ceiling, just look up to the ceiling, and then chin to the chest. Look up to the ceiling, chin to your chest. Don't push it, just go to wherever its maximum kind of space is. Again, if you find any kind of discomfort or anything, just make a note of it, but stop before it gets any pain. Okay, bring it back to center. Look left, look right. Look left, look right. No guesses where we're going to look next or after that. Okay. Bring your head back to center. Now I want you to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. I've never met anybody who's been able to do it, but it's always a good thing to try. And then your right ear to your right shoulder. You can keep your shoulders down as you do this. So the movements in the neck. Feel that stretch across the side of your neck. And then the opposite direction. Left ear, left shoulder again. Feel that. That's it. And then right ear, right shoulder. Nice, great big movements. Okay, back to center. Right, so that's the warm-up done. Now we get into the real stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and do a little bit of developmental stretching across each of our muscles. As we've said before, it's great if we can do the specific muscle group after we've actually worked out that muscle group. So when we've done arms, do the arm stretches afterwards. When we've done legs, do leg stretches afterwards. The difference between stretching for cool down is we'll just normally do one set. When we're stretching for developmental stretching, we usually do 2 sets. The first one is to give us a stretch, and the second one is to go that little bit further if we can, just try and stretch out the muscles. The reason why is we're looking to extend the muscle fibers that we've got in there. The more we can try and extend them that little bit each time, it means that gives it that ability to kind of grow and repair and takes those knots out. Right, so we're going to start off with working on our chest, our pectoral muscles. So remind ourselves, pectoral muscles are the fan-shaped muscles that start off in your sternum and anchor at your in your arm. So go all the way across the body. You should be able to feel them if you've got your hand on your chest, and you should be able to grab where the actual anchor point is underneath your armpit there. So to be able to stretch these out, what I want to do is apply some pressure in the opposite direction, because chest muscles are designed to push away. So we need to pull them apart. So we need to apply pressure in the opposite direction. So keep your arm straight, usually around about shoulder height is good. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use a wall to provide that pressure. We're going to apply this against the wall, push ourselves forwards, which allows us to stretch our pectoral muscle, and that will apply the pressure there. Does that make sense? So find yourself a wall. Again, keep that arm at shoulder height. Find that stretch point on yourself. Usually I find if you put the foot that's closest to the wall forwards, you can use that to lean as a way of being able to lean and leverage. And lean into it, find the stretch and hold it. And release. I'm going to go straight into the stretch again one more time. So again, find that stretch point. Now go that little bit further. Again, looking for that stretch and hold it. And release. Okay. Now we're going to do the opposite arm. So same again. Keeping the upper arm at 90 degrees. Use that to wall as leverage. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, one more time. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay. So now we've done our chest, we're going to move into our arms. We're going to start off with our biceps. So remembering that's the muscle that goes down the front of your arm. Origins just above your shoulder, anchors just by your elbow. So for us to be able to use this, we squeeze the bicep to bring our arm up. So to be able to get a stretch on it, we need to make the arm go in the opposite direction. So we're going to do a similar exercise to what we've just done with our chest. But the difference being we're going to now concentrate on where our arm is. So for me, what I find is easiest is make sure we turn our arm so that the bicep is facing forwards. Place the heel of the hand against the wall. And then what you want to do is just put a little bit of pressure so that you can feel it coming down your arm, specifically at your biceps. So you can feel the bicep starts to stretch. So find a space on the wall again. Again, bicep facing forwards. Apply a little bit of pressure. Again, you're looking for that stretching feeling in your bicep. So once you've found it, just hold it. And release. And one more time. Just find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Okay, doing the same on the other hand. So again, bicep facing forwards, heel of the hand against the wall. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. One more time. Find a stretch point. Start a little bit further and hold it. And release. Okay. So now we've stretched off the biceps. We're going to move to the opposite side of the arm to go for your triceps. Again, origin points just above your shoulder, anchors just below your elbow, and that allows us to straighten our arms as the triceps. So for us to be able to get a stretch on them, we need to do the opposite direction, and almost like we're squeezing our biceps. So for this one, we're going to bring our arm above our head, bring our hand down as far as we can down our back, and we've got two options. You can either try and grab hold of your hand, you can use that to pull, you can use your opposite hand to pull your arm down slightly to stretch your triceps. Alternatively, I'm going to adopt this one this morning because I've still got this little injury. You can put your hand on your elbow, and then with your hand on your elbow, just pull it down. If you find you're not getting enough of a squeeze on there, tilt your body slightly towards the direction you're pulling in, and that will help stretch that tricep a little bit further. So find that stretch point and hold it. Okay, and release. And then one more time, back into it. So find that stretch point again. Go a little bit further and hold it. And release. Okay. Opposite hand, exactly the same. So arm over. You can either grab hold of the hand or just go squeeze your elbow. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time. Find that stretch point again. Go a little bit further and hold it. And release. Okay. So now we've done our arms, we've done our chest, we're going to move on to our back. So we're going to have two different types of stretches we're going to do for our back. The first one's going to look like you're diving. So what we're going to do is stand, feet roughly shoulder width apart. We're going to bring our arms up over our heads, hands together, and we're just going to pull ourselves over. Remember, we're not pivoting specifically at the hips, we're trying to stretch the back out. So try and bring your arms down, stretching your back, find that stretch point and hold it. And release. Stand back up straight. Same again. So arms up. Again, feel like you're pulling your hands up as far as you can to the ceiling. And keep that feeling going as you kind of bring yourself forwards, stretching your back out, finding that stretch point, and just go that little bit further and hold it. And release. Okay. So from there, we're now going to change the direction we're going to go for each side. So we're going to bring a hand over our head, stretch it as far as we can to the ceiling. Then with the other hand, grab hold of that wrist and continue that movement round. So you're kind of creating a C shape in your body. So you can feel stretched on the side of your body. And hold it. And release. One more time. So arm up to the ceiling, grab hold of your wrist, pull it over, go that a little bit further if you can, and hold it. And release. Okay, no surprise here, we're going to do the other side. So hand up, straight, as high to the ceiling as we can get it, grab hold of the wrist, pull ourselves in the other direction. Again, create a C shape with your body, find that stretch point and hold it. And release. And one more time, up to the ceiling, grab hold of your wrist, find that stretch point, go a little bit further and hold it. And release. Ooh, okay, so that's our back done as well. Right, so from there, we're now going to move into our legs. Oh no, we're not. We're going to do our shoulders first. Almost forgot. So with our shoulders, we're going to bring our hand, keep our shoulder down. We're going to bring our arm straight across our body. Yeah, and then we're going to bring our other arm and hug our body into ourselves. Again, make sure you keep that shoulder down, but you feel that stretch across the back of your shoulder. And hold it. Okay, release. One more time. Again, keeping that shoulder down. Bring your arm across your body. Hug your shoulder in. If it helps, you can pull your shoulder slightly as well. And hold it. And release. Okay, now we're going to do the other side. Same again, all the way across our body. Hug it in, find that stretch, and hold it. And release. One more time. Keep shoulder down, all the way across the body. Hold it. And release. Okay. We're now going to move down into our legs. So we're going to start off with a quad stretch. So what we're going to do is, remembering our quads anchor at our hips, origin at our hips, the anchors just below our knee, and allow us to straighten our legs. That's the whole purpose of them, they straighten our legs. So to get a stretch on them, we need to bend our legs. If you need to, hold on to something to give yourself that kind of balance. And we're going to try and bring our heel as close to our bottom as we can. And you might find that's giving you a good stretch on your quads. If it isn't, you need to go that little bit further, then just tilt your body forwards. Again, so maybe I definitely need to hold on to something. Find that stretch point and hold it. And release. And then one more time. Back in the same position. Find that stretch point. So you can go that little bit further. And hold it. And release. Okay. Summarize enough, we're going to do the other leg. So same again. Bring our heel towards our bottom. Really pull it in with our hand. Find that stretch point for ourselves. And hold it. And release. Okay, one more time. Heel to your bottom. Find that stretch point. Just go that little bit further this time. And hold it. And release. Okay, so now we've done our quads, we're going to now move into our hamstrings and our calves. So we're going to do what's traditionally known as the runner stretch. So take a step forwards, we're going to bend our back knee, and we're going to pull our toes up towards our face. Which by the time we've done that, we should already start to feel a stretch down our calves. We're going to put our hands just above our knee on the leg that we've got straight, and apply a little bit of pressure, just to the point where we can feel a stretch now down the back of our hamstrings as well. And hold it. release. Okay, reset back into that position again. So keep that foot one step forward, bending your back knee, pulling your toes up towards yourself, hands just above your knee of your straightened leg. Apply a little bit of pressure. If you can, a little bit more, just to feel it stretch, and hold it. And release. Okay, now we're going to do the other leg. So stepping forwards, bend the back knee, toes pulled towards yourself, feel the stretch already on your calves. Hand just above the knee on your straightened leg. Apply a bit of pressure so you can feel it on the back of your hamstrings, and hold it. Okay, and release. One more time. So back into position, toes pull towards yourself, feel it in your calves, hand on your knee, or just above your knee, sorry. And feel that stretch down the back of your leg. Hold it. And release. Okay. Right, so from there we're going to head to the ground now. The first one we're going to do is we're going to stretch our chest, our back and our glutes all at the same time. I just like those combination movements. So as you're laying on the ground, want your arms out straight, so you're forming like a T shape on the ground. And you've got your shoulders touching the ground, your arms touching the ground, the back of your hands or the front of your hands are touching the ground, whichever is most comfortable. And your legs are straight down behind you. That's straight down in front of you, sorry. Now I want you to take one leg. Let's take, for example, our right leg, lift it up, take the foot across your left leg. I want to hook your foot just under the outside edge of your left leg, by your knee if you can. So you kind of got your right leg up like a lever. Now with that right leg, we're going to continue to rotate towards the left and see how close we can get our right knee to the ground, but without lifting our shoulders off the ground. We've got to keep our shoulders on the ground. So start to rotate that. See how close you can get. Some people can get it to the ground. Some people can get it about a foot off the ground. It's just whatever's your body can do. And different days will provide different stretches. Find that stretch point up and hold it. And release. Okay. We're going to go back into that stretch point again. So again, bring that right knee as close as you can to the ground. See if you can just get a little bit further. But without taking your shoulders off the ground, and hold it. And release. Okay, bring your leg out straight again. And now we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're going to bring our left leg up. We're going to hook our left foot just under our right knee, or as close as we can get to it. And then we're going to continue to move our left knee towards the right, as close as we can get to the ground, feeling that stretch, but without taking our shoulders off the ground. And hold it. And release. And one more time, pushing that left knee towards the right. See if you can get that a little bit more and hold it. And release. Whew. Okay, right. We're going to roll over onto our front now. We'll We can do some movements that are more traditional yoga, or certainly if you've been to see the physio. We'll definitely get these from the physio if you've got any back injuries. Right, so we're going to start off with an angry cat stretch. So we're going to move our head between our arms, arching our back, feeling like someone's trying to pull our belly button through our backs. Just try to get as high as you possibly can. Okay. And from there, we're going to invert it. We're going to bring our head up. We're going to have our belly button pulled towards the ground, going into a cow position. Feel that stretch across the front of your body, and that squeezing down the back of your spine. And invert it again, angry cat. So as far up to the ceiling as we can get it. Really feel like your belly button is actually being pulled through your spine if you can. Feel that opening up of the whole back, the stretching of the whole of your back. And invert it again. There's the cow position, your head up, looking up to the ceiling, your belly button as close to the ground as you can get it while still being on all fours. That's it. Nicely done. Okay, bring yourself back down to neutral. What we're going to do is we're going to push our hands forward slightly, bring ourselves down onto our elbows, bring our body flat, point our toes. And now we're going to push up with our hands underneath our shoulders and look up at the ceiling. Again, feel that stretch down the front of your body and squeeze down your back. From there, we're going to lower back down to the ground. We're going to push ourselves backwards now, back through all fours, our bottom back to our heels into a child's pose. With our heads, where if we can get them touching the ground, great. If you can't, don't worry, just get as far as you can. See how far back you can push your backside. Feel that stretch. Cross your shoulders, keep your hands in the same position. And then back again. So transitioning through, being on all fours, back down to the ground. And pushing the ground away, looking up at the ceiling again, toes pointed. Feel that stretch around the front of your body. And then back into another child's pose. So again, through the being on all fours, pushing your backside backwards as far as you can. You can feel a stretch across your back. Head as close as you can to the floor. You can just feel that stretch in your back, in your shoulders. Okay. Back up into all fours again. I think in yoga they call it table, don't they? And we're going to go into some Superman stretches, or in yoga they're called bird dogs, but my physio calls them Superman stretches. So for this, we're going to bring our right arm forward, straight with our body, pointing our fingers at the wall ahead. We're going to lift our left leg. We're going to point our toes to the wall behind us. And now what we're going to do is stretch ourselves to see if we can touch both the wall behind us and the wall in front of us. Stretch out as far as you possibly can. That's it. Just going to hold that for a moment. Okay, and release back onto all fours. And we're going to do the opposite side. Left arm forward, right leg back, point your fingers, see if you can touch those walls. That's it. I guess if you're in a very small room, you can probably touch the walls. If you're in a big room, it's a challenge. If you're in a hall, it's an incredible challenge. Okay. Okay. Back to all fours. Back to standing. And that's another stretch Saturday done. Hopefully you guys will feel that. Hopefully it'll help make you feel a bit better for the rest of the day. If you do find yourself a little bit achy or anything, that's perfectly normal. Don't worry, you've just put yourself through a fair few bits. Try to do developmental stretching at least probably once a week. I tend to try and do it on a Saturday, hence the reason why we have stretch Saturdays. But also remember, do the cool down stretchings after you've done each of the muscle group kind of workouts, because that's really going to help you with regards to, first of all, the development of the muscle, but also then relieving of any of the DOMs that come afterwards anyway. Right, have an absolutely super Saturday. Enjoy your run, Mark. Do post in the group, let us know how that gets on, etc. Always excited. Okay, you're just amazing. You kind of just come out of marathon, you're just going to do another 10k. I'm still working up to a 10k. It's like just unbelievable. So yeah, hats off to you. Really impressive as always.
It's my thing. Running's it's my meditation.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's more about my son today. They're doing a junior mile.
Okay.
And he does a lot of goalkeeping.
Yep.
And it's nice to have something away from football, that to offset it and keep him moving. And yeah, it's good. So I'm looking forward to watching him do that, actually.
Oh, fantastic. Oh yeah, definitely enjoy that. Anything special happening with yourself, Alka, today?
I'm ashamed to admit I'm doing a speed awareness course. Oh goodness.
Yes,
I've done a couple of those.
One or two of those in my life. Yeah. Well, do the course. Appreciate it.
A safe, slow driver for at least the next few weeks, I know, after the course. So.
Yeah. Driving Miss Daisy, that's what you're aiming for. All right. Have an absolutely super weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. All right. Bye for now.
Thanks, Martin. Bye.
Ooh, where's it gone?